Good day, Merry Meet. My name is Glennis and I am the Witch of Whitetail Hollow. I want to warmly welcome you to Wednesday Witches Brew, an open forum for you guys to ask any questions you want to, or for me to share whatever I feel so inclined to. And I wanted to share a little bit of this and a little bit of that. So it's going to be a mixed bag today, but of course you guys know me. That's pretty much what you're going to get. I want to tell you, if you hear any weird noises outside, there are guys working out on the street right outside. They were here yesterday, and I'm hoping they will finish today. They have absolutely everything virtually blocked off. So if I needed to get somewhere in a hurry, I would have to, well, anyway, make a little magic. But I wanted to share with you a little bit of shopping I did when I was out of town on the 4th of July. Maybe share a little bit of experiences I had on the 4th of July. It was interesting. I met a few new people and around the neighborhood where I'm going to be moving, and they turned out to be just wonderful, glorious people. And so yeah, that's going to be awesome. And a little bit, like I said, a little bit of shopping, a little bit of love mail, and a little bit of other shopping. And so yeah, it's going to be weird. But welcome to my world. But as far as shopping is concerned, I went, like I said, I went to the Hollow over the long 4th of July weekend. And I have to tell you guys, oh my goodness, uh, I have never worked so hard in my life. Oh, wow. It was crazy. Now I have done a lot of things in my life. I have worked with other people, putting up ceilings, putting up drywall, finishing drywall, and floors and all kind of things. But this just took the cake, so to speak. I'm I I was really, by the time I got back, I was thinking, okay, I'm going to have to go to the doctor. And that's really serious. If I say I might have to go to the doctor, things are bad. My back, oh my goodness. But you know what? I'm right as rain today, in a day. All I needed to do was to get where I was comfortable. And, I'm still kind of healing, but I'm doing okay. I've got no complaints. I built two, not one, not one, but two retaining walls. And again, this is all in conjunction with a logical series of things that have to happen before other things have to happen. Of course, you guys know that in construction, that's just how it is. I finished the retaining walls, but I still have to fill behind them. And, after that, basically it's just filling them and smoothing things out. And then that will be done and done, done and done. And then I can start into more little destruction work or demo work, or whatever you want to call it. But the next bit of work that I have to do will have to take place over the Labor Day long weekend. So, but anyway, I'm just thrilled it's all behind me and it's over, and I'm nursing my back a little bit, but I'm doing awesome. Uh, I'm really happy to be back. But anyway, I have actually found this many months ago at the Hollow, and I was really quite intrigued by it. It's been cut. I don't think that I cut this. Of course, this has been, sitting out there for quite a while. So I really don't know how this happened. The bark is already off of it, but there's a bit of a burl, I think you can see right here. And it still needs a little bit of cleanup work to do, but and you can see, I think you can see inside of it where it looks like something at some point in time had built a little bit of a nest inside. But I was just absolutely intrigued by, the grain of the wood, the burl and the eye that's, kind of looking at you here. And, so it's just going to be one of those things I'm going to clean up and set. As odd as that sounds, and just set. I guess if I needed to use it, I probably could, but I don't want to do that. Uh, so yeah, that was one of those weird things that I just brought back with me, and I wanted to share that with you. And with the hollow, like a lot of things in life, that's for me, that's like the next chapter. It'll be not, I always call it retirement, but we should say semi-retirement, because you guys know I'm not one to really sit still. So I went into town and looked at different businesses that were no longer there. And I think I probably, once I retire officially, I think I probably will open my own shop. And again, it's one of those places where absolutely magical, where you can fit absolutely magical into your mundane. So I see another page turning. I see another chapter opening. And yeah, so we'll just go from there. But that's, that's, a little ways in the future. But you guys, if you know me at all, I'm planning, 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 planning. And that's just, that's just the way it is. I don't want to sit still for too long. I don't think it's good. I'm not going to do the shop full time. I'm going to do it part time, because I think the hollow is probably going to take me quite a bit of time. And by that time, yes, the hollow, the structure itself will be finished. The gardens, I mean, you guys know, if you garden, it's an ongoing process. And the way I garden is to feed myself, is to sustain myself. So I'm going to do the shop part-time, gardening part-time, and I'll see what kind of trouble I can get into in between those two. So you know what they say, right? But I did find, when I was out shopping, I did find a lovely little shop. It was, kind of like a pop-up shop, so to speak. And I found some herbs. Now, last week I showed you a little bit of my herb cabinet, and I realized, oh my goodness, I'm out of mugwort. So I bought a little bit of mugwort. You always need mugwort. And they also had Damiana. And if you are not familiar with Damiana, it is for, it's used as an aphrodisiac in magic, for sex magic. It's also used as a hallucinogen, and it is also illegal in Louisiana. So I have, as many of you know, I have many friends in Louisiana, in that part of the world, and they trained me very well. Let's just say they trained me very well. And so they send me things, I send them things, it works. It works out. And I also found some geodes. So I bought a couple of geodes, and I thought, well, what more fun could I have than to have a couple of beers, grab my mallet or hammer or whatever and my safety glasses, and just go outside and whack these and see what surprises they hold for me. And I will absolutely, once I get these done, I will absolutely bring these out and show you what I find. I may find nothing, and I may find something very magical, very mysterious. But as you guys know, there is no such a thing as a coincidence. So let's just see what I can do with these. And I bought a very large carnelian. It is kind of semi-polished a little bit. It's been cleaned up a little bit, not a lot. I like my stones rough. I don't like anything too incredibly polished. So I bought this, turn it over, and they still did leave a bit of rough on the other side, and it's absolutely a rough stone. I have not charged and consecrated these yet. Um, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. I'm going to draw so much energy from this carnelian that I desperately need right now. And again, there's no coincidences. There you go. I desperately need it. And I found an amethyst. And again, I haven't charged or cleansed, charged in any of these. I just got these. But yeah, it's absolutely just a very, very pretty stone. And I'm sure that it will make its purpose known in due time. But I also wanted to share with you, and I know you guys probably saw these bracelets when I did a love mail. And as it turns out, I finally read the letter that this person sent with it. And as it turns out, she made these, which I kind of knew that, but they made these, and the beads in it is Morse code. It's just so clever. She is such a clever person. I don't know why she doesn't do this on her on if she, does she have a YouTube channel? I don't know. She'll have to make herself known. But she should share all of this because I mean she has come up with so many awesome ideas. But anyway, I digress. My apologies. But this is Morse code for merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again. Oh my goodness, isn't that the most beautiful, wonderful thing? And so appropriate. She also sent me, this is part of my love mail, uh, a, a mug. She knows I love my tea. She knows I love my coffee. And I want to thank her so much for this. And, you know, when I think about this, of course, she knows I'm a Hecate devotee. I mean, I'm totally devoted because, again, working Hecatean witchcraft will make you kick ass in more ways than you ever imagined. But as I look at it and I see Meet You at the Crossroads, I think of my life and the so many crossroads that I've been in my life. Uh, Someone like me that doesn't spend a lot of time stationary, physically, mentally, this is just so incredibly appropriate. So I want to thank her so much for that. And I'm going to just love this until I can no longer love this. This will always, always be with me and always be near my heart, always. And one more thing, and although it's not a witchy thing, it is going to be a part of the hollow, as you can see behind me, a sled. As crazy as it sounds, a sled. The hollow, as far as the structure and living there, is going to be rustic. It's going to be very mountain cabinish, and so I'm looking at architectural salvage as much as I can and things like that. And so it's actually, when I went shopping, this was hung not on the vertical but on the horizontal, and I said, I love that. It's at a great price. And it really is. And I said, I have to have it. I must have it. I must have it. I bought it. And they took it down, and it was so much bigger than I anticipated. But you know what? That's okay. That's all right. And that's part of my job, is to wing it. Let's wing it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this red. This is not me. I have so much sisal and so much rustic primitive rope. I'm going to replace this. And what I'm going to do is I have a lot of old rustic barn wood from where the old tobacco barn got torn down, sadly. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a shelf across here, and then there's one down here that you can't see. I'm going to put shelves across there, and on the bottom one, I think I'm going to use like the same size or rope that I have here and cross it across here and use it for my guest bathroom, and have a place to stack uh, rolls of potty paper behind here, maybe a few hand towels here, and maybe a few nice little luxury items here for my guests. And that's going to absolutely, of course, get hung on the wall. So, I'm basically doing what I have told all of my clients to do. If you can't go out, if you don't have the square feet, go up. So there's just absolutely no telling what you're going to find hung on my walls. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you join me Friday for Herb of the Week, and the letter this week is the letter V. And thank you for hanging in there with me. It is just so greatly appreciated. I want you guys to stay safe, happy, healthy, and magical. Mary Part, and I absolutely so hope to marry meet again. Goodbye, guys.